What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What is up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. I almost said Tuesday, but today is actually Wednesday. Can y'all believe we are literally halfway throughout this week? We are halfway throughout this week, and it's like before we know it, before we look up, it is literally going to be the end of August. It feels like we have said to we listen, as quickly as we said hello to the month of August is as quickly as we are getting ready to say goodbye to it. I pray that everyone is doing well. I wanted to hop on here and release the word that God gave me on this morning. I pray that you guys are up and at it, that you guys are being productive on this day. But our declaration for those of you guys that are here now, those of you guys that are entering in, is be found faithful. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. Our declaration on this morning is be found faithful. And God is not just talking about like obedience, which that does encompass like doing your part, operating from a place of morality and integrity. But what God is talking about this morning is like show up. Like he's talking about your level of consistency when it revolves around the things that he's doing in your life in this season. I always tell you guys, like, being found faithful, the greatest position, I'll say this, the greatest position for a person to be in is in the position where God can look at your life and smile at what you've done, right? The greatest position to be in is for God to be able to look at your life and deem you ready for your next level, for, all the different blessings that this season really does have in store for us. I was having a moment this morning, and this is kind of where it stemmed from. It was one of those mornings, I don't know if you guys have like ever experienced this, where you've just been like on the go productive, and it feels as if, at some point you kind of hit a wall. And I don't just mean like a mental block or getting burned out, but the temptation to not be as consistent, sometimes it does come in, right? And so I was having one of those mornings where I was a little bit physically tired. It had rained. Listen, it stormed here last night. It's raining in the forecast today. And I was having a moment where I was contemplating on, am I going to go on my morning walk? Because I have an appointment today at about 1:45. And so it kind of pushed my schedule for working out and different things. It pushed the schedule a little bit off. And so I was contemplating this morning, like taking like the day off. I'm sure that you guys have been there, where you're just literally so exhausted from everything that you've been doing, whether it's, your responsibilities or whatever. And you just sometimes feel like, I want to take the day off. Hey, Pastor Run. Anybody ever felt like that? And I think we all have had those moments where you just been on go, and you get to a moment, where you ain't feeling it, and you want to just kind of take a break. And so in the moment of me like contemplating whether or not I was going to work out, whether or not I was going to do my cardio. And I'm going to say this, I contemplated it because I knew that it's going to push me to do this earlier than I'm used to doing it. I have a very busy day, so it can wait. And so in the moment of me contemplating, now at this point it's maybe about 6:15. I've just drunk my coffee. The Lord tells me, and this is what got me into movement. He says, I need you to be found faithful. And boy, it hit me to the core. I'm gonna say it again. Like for real. God literally told me, as I'm contemplating on taking a day off, like I was so tired, even during the walk, I'm like, God, I'm just about to go home. Like I struggled today. But before. Sorry, y'all, my food alarm went off. Sorry about that. But God was telling me, I need you to be found faithful. And so when I heard him say that, I knew that what he was saying is consistency isn't based on your emotions. Yeah. I'm going to say that one more time. I knew that when God told me that, as I'm thinking about taking a day off because I'm tired, I'm sore, I just don't want to do it today, right? I knew that when he told me that he needed me to be found faithful, that ultimately what God was saying is consistency is not based off of how you feel. Showing up and doing your part is not based on how you feel. And I knew even then that God was dealing with my heart about being consistent even when changes are occurring. And that's the thing about life. We will all at some point experience like our schedule being, come on, come on somebody. Oh, Pastor Ron, listen, we will all at some point experience like the temptation to not show up. We will all at some point like, and I'm going to go even further with this revelation because like God has just really I've been dropping my jaw all morning. But we will all at some point deal with that temptation to not show up because we feel as though we're tired. We feel as though we just straight up need a break. We will all at some point, face that temptation. But I believe that in this season, what God is saying, your consistency will produce results. Come on. Your consistency will produce results that you hadn't even factored in. I'm going to say it again. Come on, I'm going to say it again. Your consistency will produce results. Hear me now. Your consistency will produce results that you ain't even factored in. And I'm going to be real. It was one of them days where I'm like, God, I don't want to go walking. I don't want to do my weight training. I don't even want to do a live on TikTok. I don't want to do, listen, I don't even want to record a video, God. Like, I'm tired. Like, I want to rest. I want to do absolutely nothing. I want to just chill, right? I'm going to say it again. That was how I was feeling. We all had them days where you just be like, I just need one day to just rest, to not do nothing. Even if I ain't sleeping, I just don't want to do what I've been having to do, right? And so of course, after God told me be found faithful, like it took me a minute to muster up the strength to do like a video. And I'm gonna just be real, like I'm like, okay, God, I'm doing this video on this topic because this is what you're telling me to do. And I'm gonna just be real, I did not really think anything of that video. I recorded it like several times. God told me which video to post, and I literally thought nothing of it. Let me tell y'all something. So as I'm kind of, eating breakfast and just preparing to go and work out, preparing to do my TikTok live, my phone is like going off, like off. Do you not know that when I opened Instagram, it was Instagram that was pinging. It's been pinging all morning. Every second on the second, it's been pinging. I kid y'all not. It just literally stopped pinging. That's often, but it was just pinging nonstop. You could hear my iPad pinging. You could hear my watch pinging. It was just nonstop. So I opened Instagram. Hear me now. I opened Instagram up, and do you not know that a video that I really didn't even feel like recording, a video that I was contemplating on not even posting, I was planning to not do you not know that video has close to 5,000 views? It's the most views I have ever gotten on Instagram. I'm gonna say it again. It's the most views I've gotten 1,000 views on Instagram. I've gotten 3,000. I've gotten 2,000. Right? And so God said, I want you to scroll back and look at all your reels. So I'm scrolling back. I'm like, God, okay. I went from like 100 views on videos to, 200s. I was in the 100s and 200s for a good little minute. And the Lord says, do you not see how the more and more consistent you've been, how your numbers have gotten better? And he literally told me, you've made more progress in just being consistent, even though you're tired. You've made more progress just being consistent and pushing through the tiredness than you ever have in your entire life. And I don't know who needed this message, but you can't afford to not show up today. Listen, I know you may be saying, listen, one day won't hurt. But do you not know that you could be one day of consistency away from God blowing your mind? Did you not know that you could be one day of consistency away from breakthrough, one day of consistency away from, getting to the next level? I pray that I'm making sense. And so I say all of that to say, I'm going to tell y'all what God told me, be found faithful. Because your consistency in this hour, it's never based on how you feel. And the truth of the matter is that if you can't handle your right now season and consistently showing up in the right now season, what makes you think that you'll be ready for the next season? All right. He wants me to say that again. If you can't handle the responsibilities of your right now and be able to consistently show up, like for your purpose, for what God has called you to do, without letting your emotions get the best of you, how do you think you're going to be able to handle more out of life? How do you think that you're going to be able to handle God elevating you in life? How do you think that you're going to be able to handle like legitimately? You think some of y'all think you busy now? Think about when God takes you from the back and puts you on the top. You are literally going to be even busier than you are now. And I say all that to say, if you don't learn to push past the emotions of being tired, the emotions of feeling drained, you will never be able to reap the benefits of what comes now. I'm going to say it again. If you can't get to the point of being able to consistently show up, and that showing up not be based on your emotions, or even that level of showing up not be altered by how tired you are, you won't be able to reap the benefits of what comes now. You simply won't. You absolutely won't. So I say all this today to say, be found faithful. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When God told me that, He didn't just say be found faithful. He literally told me, I need you to be found faithful. And I knew that it was an urgency to what He said to me this morning. I ain't never heard God tell me I need you to do X, Y, and Z. Right? And the reason why I've never heard that, because I'm usually pretty good, not perfect, pretty good at doing whatever it is that He's telling me to do. But today was a struggle. But when I heard Him say, I need you to be consistent, I need you to be found faithful, I knew that what He was saying was push past how you feel and get it done. I'm going to say it again. Push past how you feel and get it done. And I believe that that is a right now word for somebody right now. Push past how you feel and get it done, because you never know. Today may be the day that it turns around. Today may be the day that breakthrough, that it hits your household. Today may be the day where the miracle. Think about it, the woman of the issue of blood. Think about if she weren't consistent. I'm going to say it again. Think about it. Think about if she chose not to be consistent, she would have never got her miracle. Think about if she would have given up. She wouldn't have even gotten to the point of being able to touch the hem of His garment. I say all that to say, keep going. Whatever it is, keep going. And that's the broadcast, man. That was what God wanted me to tell y'all. Listen, be consistent. Do whatever it is that you need to get done and move forward. God will give you the grace to push past any emotion, any, physical exhaustion that you feel. But in this hour, your blessing is at stake. Your miracle is at stake. And God is saying to you on today that He needs us all to be found faithful. And that's it, man. To those of you guys that feel led to sow, you absolutely can sow. The links are there. PayPal, the CashApp, the seed title is Be Found Faithful. I don't care if you put $1 in the ground. If this was your word, I want to encourage you to sow seed into it. But more so, I want you guys to actually do what you have to do today. Even if you feel like I felt today, I'm tired, I want a break. Do what needs to be done, so that when God looks at your life, He knows that you are more than able and more than capable of handling your new season. And so that is it. I love y'all. I am rooting for y'all. And so until next time, y'all. Peace.